Hello students, now we shall look at a single retort stoker. I think the sketch is very clear, you can see. Now instead of that grate, here they call it as retort. Okay, the principle of construction is shown in the sketch. In this stoker, fuel is burnt on retort. Okay, fuel is fed through a hopper, you can see left side there is a hopper, and is pushed onto the retort by a piston. You can see the coal pusher. Okay, with the feeding from the bottom, gradually the burning coal rises up. Okay, you can see coal is fed from the bottom, so the coal rises up, and you can see first when you see right side, you can see first is a primary air to airs, above that green coal, above that burning coal, and then top is ash. Okay, so it is bottom fed, underfeed retort. Above the green coal is the incandescent coal. Incandescent coke layer is formed, and above which the ash layer is formed. So first you have the green coal, that is coal what you feed, then you will burn, and then it becomes incandescent coke, and above that there is ash. Okay, then you can see that ash which is coming on the top, that there is a ash raker. Okay, that is removed regularly, and this is how the single retort stoker works. Now coming to the multi-retort stoker, here you can see that earlier there was only one retort, means on only one surface that coal was burnt, but now here you have multiple retorts. Okay, it may contain 5 to 20 tuyers and pushers. Tuyers is for that supplying air. Pushers is to push the coal onto the retort. Okay, so this also consists of fuel hopper and a coal pusher, as shown in the figure. The coal is fed through the hopper, is pushed by the main pusher driven by a ram. Okay, coal is coming from the top by gravity, and it is pushed by a ram. Okay, the ram is like piston element. The distributing pushers in the retorts push the coal and distribute it all over all the retorts. So the coal is pushed over all the different retorts. The movement of the fuel bed by the pushers help in minimize the clinker formation, because the coal is pushed, so the clinker formation or the caking will not happen. Okay, the primary air enters the wind box below the retorts. Okay, so you can see bottom there is a wind box, and from bottom the air is primary air is moving inside. The movement of the fuel bed by the pushers helps in minimize the clinker formation. The primary air enters the wind box below the retorts and flows through the retorts. An air damper is provided at the air inlet in the wind box to control the airflow to the surface. So dampers are always provided to control the flow rate. The airflow to the extension grate at this entry is further controlled by another damper. Okay, since the extension grate requires small quantity of air with less fuel burning on it. You can see one more this damper is provided. Okay, the ash from all the retorts fall into the ash pit. So left side you can find the ash after burning, that ash whatever is there, it falls down on the ash pit. Now what are the advantages of multi-retort stoker? Now in multi means many retorts are there. Okay, since combustion rate is high, such a stoker is most suitable for high capacity power plants. And second, the combustion efficiency of the stoker is very high compared to single retort stoker. As the fuel is pushed off by the pushers, they perform the cleaning action well. Automatic combustion control can be adopted in this stoker, and the stoker can quickly respond to the variations in the demand of power. And what are the disadvantages? The operation and maintenance is expensive, because now it is not having a single coal pusher and single retort, it has multiple retort. So the initial investment also is high, and ash clinker problems may arise. It needs a large area for installation and operation, and low grade high ash fuels cannot be burnt successfully, because if high ash is there, then the clinker formation will take place. That is why low grade and high ash fuels cannot be burnt in this multi retort stoker. Thank you.